Okay, hello. So this is going to be the second analysis video. I'm going to be analyzing Demarr playing Kohaku versus W0ps playing Crescent Warrock. I was thinking of trying to analyze both of these players at once, but I kind of figured I'd do a bad job at it because I'm not exactly experienced with analyzing it. So I've added my own music because W0ps is a dummy and doesn't play. Like, he plays the like normal audio, which is boring. So we're gonna add some shitty chip theme music as we analyze this video. So let's jump in. Should probably turn this down a bit. There we go. All right. Okay. Let's see. So whiff jump B. Why is this fucking... Okay, I gotta get rid of this fucking thing. Combo... Bleh. Right. Okay, dash up, jump B. Okay, so... I don't know. This dash up right here, let's have a gander at it again. For some reason my fucking shit isn't... Ah! It's not working. Sorry. Give me a sec here. Okay. Right. 2A, 4B, 2A, 2B, 4B, 5A. I don't know. It just seems a bit early. I mean, you've actually played like a couple of games, actually. I shouldn't be saying that. Never mind. Go on, as you were. Alright. Gets you in the corner. Don't tech against Warrock in the corner. It's really... I mean, you even pressed... I don't know. You pressed 5D here, because I think you recognized that this this tech was bad. Against Warrock, if you're gonna tech in the corner, just neutral tech, because otherwise you're gonna get fucked. Oh yeah, Alps was right. This shows frame by frame. That's pretty interesting. Thank you, Alps. Can I not do that as it's playing? You have to pause it. Okay. But yeah, that tech was kind of bad. So be careful with those techs. And you do 5. Okay, you do 5D. Let me see. Rewind 5D into... He just kind of blocks. I don't know why W0ps is blocking there. Because you whiffed a shield. And then you do 2C. Of all the buttons to press after a 5D shield whiff, 2C does not seem like the button you want to press in that scenario. Because, you know, let's put a case here that W0ps... He hesitates a little, but then he presses 2B. He would have just counter hit you here. Because your 2C is super slow. You don't want to press 2C in this close after something like a 5D whiff, because that was just really risky. I'm gonna just check if I'm recording here. Yeah, I'm recording. Okay, good. So you know, if you do, because I occasionally press 5D sometimes just to, like, you know, test the waters and see if I can get an EX shield, because usually most of your buttons with Kohaku after you get an EX shield are pretty fucking good after, but if you whiff it, you really ought to press something like 4B if you're gonna mash out after a 2A. Like, 2C is just way too big of a button and way too slow of a button to kind of cover this. It works, it shouldn't have. So just be careful with the buttons that you press after you whiff something like this. So okay, that was a feint. Misimport. That's not necessarily your fault. Goes into EX. W0ps. Nania summon. Okay. I don't think shielding Nania is a particularly good strategy to the summon. Even EX shielding it. I suppose you could try command grabbing if you think he's gonna go for the meaty Nania rather than the throw. But usually, because this is a throw mix-up, shielding Nania is pretty bad, because if you guess incorrectly anyway, and he's going to throw you, he'll just throw you out the shield. So, I wouldn't. Shield isn't really the option I think you want to be doing in that case, unless you were like, if you're doing the option select and this was just a misinput from the option select, then I can't really rest you for it. But be careful with what kind of shield options you're gonna do against that mix-up, because I don't think shield is the best response to it. It's not very good Because, like I said, he'll just throw you anyway if you get the shield, just like what happened here. So he's alive. He does 5B meaty, 5C, 5C, 2-2A. Okay, good, you're in. Alright, you neutral jump. You got a 5B, 2B, nice. Okay. So, here's a... Yeah, wow, okay. So, like, you've got 0 life here. He's got all the life in the world. This game looks over, but you're Kohaku, okay? So you're in, you're pressuring him, you're getting a good time. He respects your 5B, you expected the jump out or something like that. I'm gonna move, like, you do a 2C. I don't think this 2C was particularly good, mainly because 2C, it's quite early. 2C is that tool you want to catch at the very end of your block string. It's kind of your finisher to your block string usually, because 2C is so fast and it kind of pushes you back. So this is you kind of announcing, I'm going to end my pressure. You don't want to end your pressure right now. And what to make it worse, you feint it, and this is, I mean, this scenario is still okay for you, because W0ps is in the corner, and then you jump. Jumping with Kohaku in the middle of pressure is kind of like you saying, I want to cover you trying to jump out, or I want to cover you trying to just do something really stupid, like dash right underneath me. It's basically you saying, my grounded pressure has ended. And it's a free invitation for W0ps to try to get out at this point. And what worse, after that neutral jump, you back air dash. I don't know why you back air dash. He even shields. I think he's like expecting you to fucking yeah, he's expecting you to fucking like air dash towards him because you're pressuring him at the moment. This was a really, what I'm trying to get at is this was a really bad time to just basically give up on your pressure, because that's what you do here. You like you oh shit, my audio. No. Like, you literally just... Wait, yeah, you die anyway. So look, you're pressuring him, and then you jump, which isn't... Okay, the jump isn't bad. I don't like it, because I think if you did, like, instead of 2C there, you did 5CC, and started 2A whiffs or feint whiffs. I know it's risky, because you have 0 life anyway, so you don't want to commit to any kind of particular frame trap pressure, but, you know, you've got nothing to lose. And the thing is, if you get a hit, this is the risk that you're taking. You're taking the risk of losing the game, but by just getting 2A'd by W0ps in this scenario, because you have no life to trade with whatso-fucking-ever. But the difference is here, you're going into the same scenario with this by retreating into neutral. You're not in a place where you want to be in neutral against W0ps, because W0ps has so many good buttons that can just hit you once. He just needs to tap you with any button, and he has jump B, he has 2B, he has 5 fucking A, he has jump A, he has all these amazing buttons. This isn't even getting into like the projectiles like 2-2 or 2-1-4 he could just throw out in neutral that can just tap you and you lose anyway. So I would rather you just try to pressure him in this scenario than retreating away, because if you get a hit in that pressure scenario, you can win the round from it because you're Kohaku. But retreating into neutral is not something you want to do, like, I think at all in this scenario, because it's just so risky. And you're just giving up. It feels like you're giving up so much potential to win the round by retreating into neutral like this. And so you go into neutral and, you know, you trade and you die. Which is, like, what could have happened while you were pressuring him. But in that case, if it hadn't have happened, you would have been going, fucking phone! Why can't I just be left alone to do my analysis? Ah! Hell. See you in a bit, man. Love you. Bye, bye, bye. I'm sorry! Ugh! Okay. Let's just ignore that happen. Is this the same song playing over and over? Fuck me. That's so bad. Ugh! Okay, whatever. Next round. Okay, yeah, this is what I was talking about to you yesterday, where you get this 5B. So you got this incredible 5B, you got this, you got this jump B, he's blocked it, he's going down. And then you do 5B, and you get the jump out, and then you go into 2C. So basically what I was trying to say earlier is that, I think you remember anyway, but when you're expecting something like a jump out, because this 5B was basically, you know, like, oh, I'm expecting a jump out, and you get it, you're dashing in to cover this prospect that he'll jump out, and you actually get it. When you, I mean, obviously the best scenario here is you recognizing this as a jump out and doing jump A, jump B, jump, and then going into the tech trap. But obviously, you know, that's not going to happen all the time. Sometimes you're going to be anticipating other things. So in that case, you know, it's best to put your mind into a spot where you need to think about which buttons you're going to press after this 5B, if you are going to press any buttons. And 2C was like the worst button you could have chose, because, you know, it would have only worked if he was on the ground. Whereas if you pressed a button like 2B, or possibly even, I don't think 5C would have worked here, but 5C might have been a bit better because it's a bit faster, and it's also, it recovers a bit better as well, so it wouldn't have been as big as a whiff. If you had hit 2B here, it might have hit, but that's the thing, because if you press 2B, it would have hit if it's in the air, and he did jump out, and it would have hit as well if he was on the ground and blocked the 5B. So it's just this prioritizing of buttons to what you're using the first button for. So I feel like, I don't know if you were intending this 5B to be a jump out catch, but like that's the point of Kohaku 5B in itself, because it's not a very good starter to pressure against a lot of characters because it whiffs on them crouching. But obviously against Warakia, this is a very big exception, because it does hit him whilst he's crouching. But you don't want to, I feel like you don't want to get the habit of using 5B as a starter to pressure, just because, even against just Warakia. Because I feel it will become into a habit against other characters if you start doing that. So just be careful with the buttons, like the choices of buttons that you decide to chain into, because I think this costs, yeah, it costs you huge, because you whiff that and now you're blocking. Like, you get a 5A. Okay, get him into the tech trap. He doesn't tech. 4B. That 4B. Okay. What the fuck, Demarr? Right. Let's go back a bit. Okay. So like, you're doing 2A pressure. You do 2B, and I mean, I don't know, because like this is the second round of a game here, and you haven't really applied a lot of pressure that's kept W0ps blocking for a while at the moment. He's gotten away quite often, so he quite happily jumps out here. Using 4BBE, it's not bad, but it is something that you need to use once you know people are going to try to respect it, because a lot of people are most likely going to just jump out of this move. 4BBE is an okay pressure tool. I don't think it's as good as it looks, because it's only like plus, I think you told me it's only like +1 or some shit. It's not fantastic, but basically, from what I could see in this first minute of gameplay, like, you haven't had time to establish much of a block string presence. So using something huge like 4BBE here, I think was a little, it's not validated yet. I don't think W0ps has been given reason to fear jumping out in the corner in pressure at the moment, because you haven't confirmed. Because, for example, you didn't confirm that 5B earlier, so he's not really worried about jumping out. He hasn't been blocking very long, so he's just kind of anticipating, you know, gaps to jump out and stuff like that. 4BBE is something you want to use when people are kind of frightened to press buttons, because then you put them in a scenario where you can command grab them quite easily and stuff like that. So I think this 4BBE is a bit early, basically. That's what I'm trying to get at. But you get kind of this heat, I mean, I know, I can understand it in a way, but using heat like this is pretty bad, because the case of it is, you could have used this heat after you got hit by the jump B and you went to block, and you went for pressure, because this didn't combo. I know it's a heat that was like, okay, he could possibly drop his combo, like, and it could hit him, and then put him in the corner in a wall slam, which isn't necessarily fantastic for you because Wallrockia buttons aren't that bad. But it's just like, you're wasting a lot of meter here, and it whiffed anyway. But, I mean, I do this heat sometimes as well. It's kind of like a desperation heat sometimes, but it just felt a bit... It just felt a bit weird because, you know, you whiffed some buttons. You don't want to cover them with heat unless you know, you whiff a giant button like 2C. Like, what did you whiff to heat here? So you get hit by 5B. You get hit by 5B. So, you know, you just got stuffed with 5B by jump B. That's not necessarily something to, like, go balls fucking over the walls and just, like, be like, shit, I gotta heat. He drops his combo, which is good, but then that puts you in a scenario where you're at a disadvantage, so you jump out. You do get the jump out, though, which is okay, but I still think, be careful with those kind of heats, because they're a bit, what's the word for it? They're very dangerous, because, like, all W0ps had to do there was just, like, press 2B again, and if your response after that heat is to jump, which again is also a very dangerous move after you whiff a heat, especially against Wallrockia, because his buttons are pretty good at catching jump outs. You just get killed. Okay, this song is pissing me off! I need a better song! Give me something good. Mix. Whatever, dude. We'll just listen to fucking random chip mix. Fuck you. Okay. Okay, let's see. So you heat. Jump C. Jump C. Okay, again, you're doing redashes where you haven't established much block string pressure. Because I feel like this has happened, like, I think this happened last round as well. You went for a redash and you just got disrespected. When you're noticing people are disrespecting your block strings, you need to start changing the style that you block string into, rather than just try to redash in, trying to catch them with, you know, long-range buttons that will stuff out these attempts. So, stuff like, basically, let's look at this block string again. Oops. So, come on. What the fuck? Okay, so look, you do 2B, 4B, 5A whiff. So what would have been good here is like a 5cc rather than a dash. And then you do that 5cc into, did you do 2A in that block string? I don't think so, right? No, you didn't do. You had 2A. You had 2A still available to you in this block string. So you could have done 5cc 2A into like fucking 2C or something like that. But you know, he's mashing out, and this has happened quite often. So you need to be a bit more cautious about when you're gonna redashing, because dashing it's a big commitment for Kohaku, because her dash isn't great. It's okay. Her 2A is what makes the dashing so good. But, I don't know. It just feels like this, you just haven't, like I said before, with the 4B as the 4BB as well, you just haven't established this, like, this respect that, your pressure is, you know, it's not something to fucking mash out of. Because that's what makes Kohaku scary. People don't want to mash out of Kohaku pressure, because if you get hit, you fucking die. you eat 4k damage, 4.5k damage, up to 5k damage if, you know, you're fucking god. You get set in the corner, you get put set play, you get a mix-up after, you know, it's very scary, but you haven't, I don't know, it just feels like in this block string pressure, you're not doing anything that looks exceptionally safe and tight, and is something that needs to be respected on block. So basically, you need to, if you're gonna do wild shit like this first, because I feel this dash in, it's not exactly, okay, that's the wrong word to use. It's not wild, but it's like, it is risky. You need to play a bit more, you know, you need to look at how opponents are reacting to your block string pressures. And currently I've seen 2 times, I think, that W0ps has just mashed out your pressure. So you need to recognize that and be like, okay, I need to do my block strings a little more slower and a bit more cautiously. But, you know, I still need to keep pressuring them somehow. And Kohaku is great for that, because as long as you hold 2C, you have this, you exude pressure from even distances that would normally feel safe to jump out. So you get mashed out. It's whatever. 2-2. Okay, he fucks up his command dash. You go for 2CBE. Okay, 5cc whiff, that's pretty bad. 5A. Okay, that was a pretty good 5A. Ooh. Unfortunate. You do get the attack. Oh my god, roll back. Okay, he hits. Okay, he's gonna 4-2 on you. OTG. Nope, he fucks it up. You heat. Johnny! Okay, what was that? Did you just jump? Pardon me. Okay, let's see here. You jump A, jump A, jump A, jump A, jump A. 3 jump A's into... another jump A. I don't know what this second jump A is for. Because you're applying pressure with jump A already, right? So it's not like he's going to be able to jump. If you've got them chicken blocking the jump A, just keep jump A'ing them. And then when you get lower to the ground, ish, like let's say, I know I'm not using my pen tool by the way, I'm sorry, I just can't be bothered. Say that, you know, a bit closer from here. So this could have used like maybe one more jump A, and then you could have done jump B, and then you land and you go into a guard crush situation where you press 5B. And it can work quite well, because your 5B again is pretty fucking good for catching people in the air. Yeah, this jump is a bit wild. Okay, get a jump C entry, and that's gonna kill. That's good. Nice, 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 nice la. Alright, into the final round. Okay, lots of jump Bs. Jump B. 5B trade. Okay. I'm not going to harass you for combo faults, but in that case scenario, you needed to add a bit more gravity. I'm not going to harass you for combos, because you know combos are right, but you know. That drop there was pretty huge, is what I'm trying to get at. Okay, 2CBE. Okay, you catch the dash in. That was pretty smart. You chase him with the dash. Nice. So you kill him with the BNB. Okay. What else? What else? What else? Okay, EID jump B was fine there. Okay, eating a jump B. It's okay. Everyone eats jump B. Oof. Alright. You're in the air. Okay, good 2C. You know, I thought W0ps' mouse was my mouse for a second there. I was like, what the fuck? Okay. Just neutral shenanigans. Okay. So, in this case here, like, he summoned Nania. I understand, like, jumping, but this double jump is really risky. Because, like, think of it now. If W0ps... Because this is what something... W0ps should take this to heart as well. He's double jumped, and he's in the corner. And you're Kohaku. What, you can back air dash, or you could aerial dash at this point. No matter what you do, you have now a very, and I mean a very telegraphed landing, whatever happens. And Warakia can fuck you so easily here. If you back air dash and you do like jump B or jump C, all Warakia needs to do is just time his 2C, and you get fucking murked. If you just air dash, you know, in front of you and try to land behind him, Warakia just needs to walk forward and then just press 2B and you're fucked. Be very careful with your double jumps in the corner, because that is the biggest way to get fucking murked in this game. It's not so much of, I mean, double jumping quite early is a commitment that is bad in general, but when you're in the corner, it is one of the worst things you can do. So in that case here, this double jump, just, I mean, he's got Nania, that's okay. Rather than double jumping to avoid the Nania completely, just avoid the Nania by jumping like once, just before he slashes. Rather than double jumping in the corner to avoid it preemptively. Because then you're setting yourself up, because what like Warakias need to work on, and I think W0ps should work on this as well, is when he summons a Nania, he needs to cover the bases that people like to do to escape it. That's what makes a good Warakia. He reacts to the movement of the opponent, and then he gets there before the opponent can actually, you know, avoid what he wants to completely, and gets stuffed trying to avoid something that Warakias put out in the first place. And you took the bait, hook, line, and sinker right here. You double jumped to a Nania summon. I don't know if you were double jumping to the Nania summon or because you just wanted to double jump in the corner. Either way, both scenarios are pretty bad. So this double jump was really risky, and it was incredible that you didn't get punished. W0ps goes in for a jump B. He should have just dashed after and just did 2B or something, and you would have been in a great heap of shit basically. So you're in the corner. 2C there. I mean, 2C is a button to mash out. It's okay. Let's watch that again. Like, so he jump Bs, and then he 2Bs, and he 5A whiffs, and then he neutral jumps, and then you 2C, and he air dashes. I mean, honestly, given the visual stimuli here, like, because this is going obviously frame by frame, so it looks kind of bad for you. But honestly, if this was me, and I think this 2C would have looked okay. Because I know 2C has quite a decent hitbox on it. So I think it's okay to try to use it against certain air dashes, but clearly it whiffed here, so it's not actually that great versus air dashes this low. So maybe a better button here would have been 5B, but even then, like, the thing is, when you mash 5B, it's almost as big of a button to mash as 2C in a way, because it's got quite an extended hurt box and hitbox that will fuck you over. So if they just frame trap you, you're gonna get fucked either way. But if you're looking for an air dash, you know, 5B is probably the best button to press. But I don't think you were anticipating. I don't know what you were anticipating with this for this 2C to hit. Maybe it was just like a 5C BE, because I know you can get 5C on W0ps with 2C if you time it correctly. But 2C, I mean, this early, it's just a big button to press. So it was a bit bad, I think. It was just a bit too much. You do get hit. You don't get punished, which is fine though. So he's just pressuring you. You get hit by 5B, he 2-2s. Okay, 2p6, 2-2. Akiha summon, you trade with bunker. It's alright, I guess. Akiha does hurt though. Okay, trade on 2As. Pressure, 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 pressure! 5 CBEs. Okay, good 2C. I still think it was a bit risky, but it worked out. So fuck it, dude. Oh, you drop it. Oh, good. So both of you were close on max here. Okay, is he getting the spark? He does. No tech. Very good. Jumpy counter hit. Okay. My dude! Why did you spark? But it worked, but why did you spark? This was a really bad spark. Holy shit. You got hit once by jump B and you sparked. I don't know how he lost it. He fucking mistimed his jump B. But holy moly, that was a really bad spark. My dude, you can't spark like that. You need to... Spark is something, like, think of it like just an escape measure during either... The safe places to spark are in the middle of combos that you know the spark is going to hit. There could be frustration sparks, I know that much. But this spark was really bad. And sparks when you're being pressured. Because obviously when someone's block stringing you, they don't expect to be sparked. So it's going to hit most of the time. These kind of sparks, they're really risky. I don't know if you intended to spark here, but it felt like you did. And it was really risky. W0ps didn't even have to air dash here. I don't know why he air dashed. He air dashed, he fucked up his button, and then he tries to press another button. If he had just, like... He hits you with this jump B. If he had just stayed there, watched you get counter hit, and did 2C or something, rather than re-jump, he probably would have hit you. And then you would have been it would have been a bad situation. I don't even know if you would have died. Do you have, like... I don't know, I don't think W0ps could do that much damage without meter, so you probably would have lived, but it would have been bad for you. So, be careful with those sparks. That spark was really dangerous. It was really, really dangerous. Okay. Okay, there's the start. Back deja vu to the first round. You've got this jump A. Just keep jump Aing him and air throw him, or just go for something. Because that's like the second time now you've dropped this this jump A entry in the air. You need to be able to confirm them, because otherwise it's just gonna be like, oh, I hit him a couple of times with jump A, who whoop-de fucking do. And now he's in a position where he's like, you know, he can jump CU and shit like that. You did try to catch him with jump B. He does fuck up the landing, get a combo, invalid, but who fucking cares? Take it. Alright, that was a really deep instant air dash. Really deep. So like you whiff 2B here. Let's count how many seconds you're air dashing here. 1, 2. You air dash for 2. You air dash for 2 seconds against Warakia, who has like one of the best, you know, back dashes in the game, the best mobility in the game. And the worst thing that this is what I think was the dumbest thing you did here. Sorry, I'm not trying to flame you, but you did 2C. After you whip this jump B, you land and you do 2C! 2C?! Why are you doing 2C?! You fucking whiffed jump B and you're doing 2C! You're crazy! You're a madman and you die for it because you're crazy! This was the worst button to press! It's absurd! Like, there are times where I would say, you know what? Instant air dash jump B 2C, fuck it, let's go. But this right here, you can see, like, you know, you put out this 2-2B, right? You can see he's backdashed. You can see he's moving back. He's still moving back. He is still moving back. You should have been like, he's moved so far back that this jump B is going to whiff, and I'm going to be in a position where he's probably going to dash forward. Because what kind of guy is going to, like, sit back that... I mean, unless maybe you're playing Atori. Sorry, Atori. You know, like, anyone with a brain is going to recognize that jump B and be like, okay, he whiffed a jump B. I'm going to go and see if I can try to get, like, a 2A or a 2B. I mean, especially against Warakia, he can just do dash up 2B. And it's perfectly safe in this scenario. Even, I think... Because, I mean, you did press... I know I'm rassing you for pressing for 2C here, which was the dumbest button you could have pressed. But let's say you press something like 4B or 2A or something like that. I still think it would have lost to 2B. Maybe... Wait, because this is 2B. I'm fucking stupid, sorry. I think he did miss spaces fucking 2B a bit here. Because, like... If we're counting it... Is this frame by frame? I think so. So, like, what? This is 1 frame. Because you're doing the 2C right here. So this is 1 frame, 2 frame. So I'm thinking in the case if you press 2A here. So 1 frame, 2... So wait. So 1 frame, 2 frame... 3 frame, 4 frame. So your 2A would have been active here. I think you would have actually beat the 2B if you pressed 2A here. But 2C? What is wrong with you? You're crazy. Shithead. Okay. You do this. Okay. So look. So you're in the corner. You jump. You air dash back? Why are you air dashing back? Where are you gonna go? What are you gonna do with this? You don't even press jump B. I could have understand this if this air dash had a jump B in it, because, like, you know, instant air back dash jump B is fine anywhere. But you don't press a button here. And what worse, you haven't pressed... Oh, you do press jump B. You press jump B! Like, what the fuck are you... What is this jump B? It's so low! This is when you... Look, where is it? This is the part... That's where you're pressing jump B? What the fuck? Nothing's happening. Nothing's gonna happen. But I mean, at the very least, you press the button so you don't get the fucking shitty recovery on the air dash. But, you know, if you're gonna do an instant air back dash, like, in the corner, you need to cover that shit, because it's gonna be really risky. Again, I don't know why, like, W0ps is just watching you jump in the corner and not... Well, he did try to contest you with a jump B here. I guess he was anticipating you to press jump B. But after this jump, like... He should have done, like, dash up 2B, because you're, like, at a range where nothing can fucking slay him. So, yeah, he jumps again. You dash up. Okay. You dashed up. I don't know if you're just trying to escape the corner, but, like, if you saw... I think by the time... Because he's jumping right here, so you should have just done 5B. Like, in this moment here, I think 5B would have been alright. Because he even airbacked. This was like, yeah, this is like perfect 5B potential here. But, you know, when you're dashing like this, just, I don't know. When the opponent gets close to you, I know it's kind of scary to press a button. But, I've been trying to train myself to press, like, 5A and then 5B in just accordance all the time. And I think this would have been a perfect scenario where your 5B and 5A, 5E would have been perfect. But you don't do anything after this dash. And what worse, I think Kawaku is one of the characters, when she dashes, she can guard dash. So she can dash. And, you know, you should have been like, okay, I'm out of the corner at this point. But Warakia is directly above me, and I'm not going to press a button. I'm too scared. Like, I don't want to press a button here, because you didn't press a button. So you should have just been like, okay, I'm going to block at the when I'm like around here. I'm going to just press block, because I think you can block dash as Kohaku. And that would have saved you out of here, and you just get 2B'd, and then you get hit again. Because, I mean, a lot of people get hit by jump B, and then they don't block, because they're not anticipating the jump B to hit. So, you eat a combo. But that dash, I don't know, it was just a bit silly. Okay. Alright. I don't know if you try to react to that instant air dash, but it didn't pay off. So he's gonna kill you here. That's okay. Oh, I am trying to take into consideration as well that you did say you were angry during this set, so that does. I mean, mentality is a huge thing when it comes to games. I'm not gonna lie. Like, if you're smad or if you're mad, like, you're just gonna play bad. So it happens, man. Don't take it to heart. But you know, mentality is huge. This is also really for W0ps as well. Like, mentality is a massive thing. Good 5A. Okay. He does try to, like, W0ps is trying to contest your 5A at that range with jump B. I'm not sure why. Okay, there's a decent jump B. Spark again. I can feel that spark. I'm down with it. I'm not gonna complain about that spark. Okay, that was a good response, by the way, with the Nania summon. You dashed up rather than jumping out. You just dashed up into him. That's one of the good responses for Kohaku, I think, in that scenario, because your 2A is really good and really fast. So that was a good response. And did he try to escape there? So let's see. Summons Nania. He did try to backdash. What hits it? The 2B? Wow, that was actually crazy. I didn't expect 2B to catch the backdash like that. Okay, you dropped the combo, which is unfortunate. See, okay, that's another thing that I think you need to work on. Like, okay, wait. So you whiff this combo, right? I mean, I hate whiffing combos as well. So you do 2A, 2C, and then you do 5A, 2A, but then you press 2B. What would have been good here was a 2C. You know when I was telling you, like, oh man, you should, like, try practicing, like, change this 2B into a 2C. I know it's a huge button, but it's like, in this case, 2B is just as big because the recovery is massive. This is what I was trying to tell you yesterday. Like, try to replace these 2Bs with 2Cs, and I think there will be a good improvement, basically, in the neutral phase. Because W0ps is holding back here, but he's not blocking low. I don't think he would have anticipated the 2C in this scenario. So you whiff it, he does jump B. Wait, what was that earlier? What was that movement? Okay, with 2B, you neutral jump, air dash. He dashes. W0ps did try to catch you here. He mistimes it, but that's okay. But this air dash was a bit, I don't know. It's a bit wild. Because I mean, I don't know. I feel like when you're doing an air dash like this, you're committing to a lot, especially with like a jump C entry. If you're thinking to yourself, I'm gonna air dash to try to get in. Guess we're rock here. It's not really a smart idea. Look how fucking high like Kohaku is right now. Holy shit, she's fucking spinning out of control, dude. But yeah, okay. And you try it again, and W0ps actually reads you there and just punishes you for it. If there's one thing you like, look. Reverse time. Like, you try it again. You just whiffed an instant air dash attempt there. And then, like, okay, you know, I can't fucking wait! It's too slow! Okay. You back jump and then you air dash in again. And he gets you this time. And you try to jump B. Well, actually no, that was jump C last time. So, like, I don't know. If you've messed up an instant, well, not messed up, but if you've whiffed an instant air dash attempt, like, don't go for it straight away. Or if you are going to go for it straight away, go for it straight a fucking way. Because this wasn't straight away. You did a back jump and then you air dashed. So it gave W0ps time to recognize, huh, he's back jumping. What is he gonna do here? Is he gonna try and zone me out, or is he gonna try an instant air dash? And W0ps read you this time, and he just moved forward and he 2B'd you. And he doesn't get the confirm. Okay. All right, 5A. Yeah, it's a decent backdash. Oh, Demarr, stop doing that. No, seriously, stop fucking doing that. Like, look at this. Like, you're in neutral, okay? This is like, you're in neutral. You super jump. You air dash. You air dodge. Why? What are you avoiding here? It's 50 seconds left on the clock. You're not gonna get away from him. He's fucking Warrock here. What are you running from here? He didn't even do anything, like, that scary. This was just, like, you could, I mean, I know you want to get out of the corner. The corner's fine, but he's moving back. Just move forward a bit then. Or just stay in the air a bit. This movement is so unwarranted. I don't know what W0ps is doing. W0ps is just playing his own fucking game down there, dude. I don't know what he's doing down there, but like this was the I don't know. Like this is just, it's just such a huge commitment. It's like this is how late your jump B is coming out, right? Wait, did it even come out? I want to see that. I want to see where the hitbox is gonna be. Oh, this is so slow. Like, look, it comes out there, right? So we know where the hitbox of the jump B is. If W0ps was like in 2C range here, I don't think your jump B would have hit. So it's just like this movement was just, it was just, you have the life lead and you have the time is on your side. Why are you doing a maneuver like that? There's no point to it. Sit down, let him come to you and try to anticipate that. But doing movements like this is just going to get you fucked completely. Because there are times where I see this maneuver and I'm like, it's understandable. I can see the process for it. But in this case, there is no reason why you should have done that movement. There was nothing that warranted that movement whatsoever. Like, I have no idea why you did that. It was so silly. And you're doing it again. Like, these movements, you've got nowhere else to go. You've got okay, look, you're doing it again. You land, you land. You're on the ground. You jump, you double jump super early, and you air dash forward. What the fuck? What is W0ps doing? Like, he could just kill you right here. He could just 2B you, and it would trade with your jump C. This was again a really silly, like super committed air dash that is just it's gonna kill you in cases where you know you shouldn't be doing this, like because you have the life lead, like I said earlier. So these kind of movements are so fucking risky. And the reward, yeah, the reward is great because you're Kohaku, but you could be doing low risk things and getting the same reward for that. I don't know why you're in this. I don't know if you're just in this fucking you flicked a switch or something right now and you're just like, I want to hit him, but this is not how you want to go about it. So you try to 5B that jump B, but you did just land after a jump C whiff. So okay, he rising jump A's you. That's just what's gonna happen. You heat, so you've lost the life lead now. I think you're dead. Yeah. So I'm gonna give it to you straight up, Demarr. The reason you lost that round was because you did well, okay, the first instant air dash was okay. But then you did another instant air dash, then you did the fucking super jump into double jump into air dash dodge, and then you do a fucking double jump into air dash jump C. And those were just really telegraphed and really like risky maneuvers that got you nowhere when you were somewhere at the very beginning. When you have life lead as Kohaku, it's great because you know you don't have to approach. So it's just like, man, those movements really fucked you. I'm not gonna lie. So starting off the round, you started the round every time, by the way, with dash up, jump A. I mean, like, I'm not gonna harass it. I'm not gonna say it's bad, but like, you know, you've done it every round start now of a game. I mean, I'm not saying like round start maneuvers are like massive, but they are kind of important. So in this point, you know, you've done rising jump A. I think you double jumped. Did you, or am I wrong here? I think you have double jumped. So yeah, you double jumped. So you now, like, W0ps knows you've only got back and forward to go. So again, it's another good spot for him to 2C you or something like that. But, you know, I don't think W0ps is recognizing that. Because it's quite early, and it's a risky move anyway from him, sort of. Because your jump C can sort of beat his 2C. If you time it right. But, like, you know, you've done this rising jump A. Obviously, the best movement here would be back air dash, I think. Or to just land. So, but you know, you've committed quite early, but like it's not even been a second on the timer, and you've made a huge commitment right here with this double jump. So that's the kind of decision making that is a little. It's just got to be toned down a bit, because double jumping. Look, I'm not telling you not to double jump, because that's not what I'm trying to get. I'm telling you to like if you do double jump, hold on to your air options for a bit. I'm gonna see what your movement is after. So you don't do anything. I like that because you're keeping it. You know, you're not committing to anything by landing there, really. You know, but from what you did last round, it's like you did all of your movements in seconds. Like you jumped, you super double jumped, you air dashed in the span of like a second and a half. That's not what you only do that when you're being super aggressive and like say they're in the corner, you know? Like, you know, because that loads of players do that because it's a rapid movement that's hard to follow, and it looks intimidating. But in neutral, people are playing a lot more slower. It's not exactly super slow, but movements like that can come off as very wild and just kind of dangerous. So you're backing off here. You dash under 2B. You do dash block it, which is good. That was a good 2C, by the way. I like that 2C. So you're doing pressure. See, that, you know, when I was talking earlier, like, but, you know, he's clearly mashing out. This is the kind of pressure that will get you far. Because, you know, this is pretty strong pressure. You know, you 2BB, 5A whiff. You do it. This dash-in was a bit risky, I think. But after that, it's pretty solid. Like, you whiff 5A, you 2C, you get the 2C. So, you know, that kind of pressure looked really strong. In my opinion, anyway. Okay, go for a mix-up. 4BBE quite early again, but it worked. Okay, you didn't get the 5CC there, which sucks. Monotone. I don't know why you didn't 4-2 on you there. Okay, jump B, 5B, 5BBE. Okay. Okay, gonna EX this into BB or 2-2B or EX. Okay, EX. Okay, you got the low. Go into full combo. Nope, straight into plant again. Okay. That 2, I mean, you hit the 5, 2CBE, you don't want to do both, I don't think. I think that's like, but that's kind of an autopilot thing where you're like, I'm gonna BE charge 5B and then you accidentally hold 2C at the same time. Don't try to do 5BBE and 2CBE at the same time unless you're going for some crazy like frame trap stagger pressure. Because if you did 2C there, if you'd done 2C there after that 5BBE, I think you would have got the sweep. So. I would never try to combine those two buttons at the same time, basically. Okay, you got the pressure. Again, you do it again. I don't know, it's just... I don't think it's that great of a string, really. Because if they're gonna jump out, 2CBE will actually whiff, I think. So... Okay, jump B. 2-way pressure. Okay, you whiff the 60, that's unfortunate. Okay. Oh. Accident! Okay, again, you did that movement, like, that was really telegraphed. Again, W0ps could have beaten that, I think. During the corner, you eat a 5C, 2-2. So after 2-2, yeah, that's kind of the point where you're like, okay, I can do some stuff. This is the stuff you chose to do. He did mess time his 2B. That's probably why he didn't try to 2B counter you again, because he thought you were going to counter that. But, like, this air dash is just... It's out of there, dude. Because W0ps could have just walked under you. He's moving back, but he could have just dashed under you. And then did 2C. And you would have died. So, that air dash, I mean, it works for you, but to me, it looked very dangerous to do. So, I'm going to point out something you need to work on is, like, when you're in the air, like, air dashing that high up can be quite... It's a bit risky. It's not... Like I said, there's not times where you can't do it, but I think you're doing it a bit too much. Okay. Okay, jumpy counter. You got the life lead, you're dashing forward. 5A, 5B. That's unfortunate. That's what I want you to do some more. But, unfortunately here... So let's see what happened. So you dash under him, you're dashing under him, blah, 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 blah. Your 5A whiffs. That kind of sucks. Cause I mean, oh, okay, no, wait. So that's not active, I don't think. That's not active. Active. Wait, no. It is active. That's active. And that's active. It's active for 4 frames, right? So these can't be 2 frames. They have to be 2 frames apart then or something. I don't know. I think. Am I dumb? Look at the transition. Whoop, whoop. Sorry. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why your 5A whiffed here. And then what worse, he swaps over, and he neutral jumps, so your 5B would whiff. But I think that was I think that was a good response, really. It just sucks that it didn't work. But wait, how did you get counter hit? Did you get... Was that the recovery on 5B? I don't think so, right? You recovered here. Surely you've recovered there, right? I might be wrong. You get counter hit, so that sucks. I think that was an okay maneuver. It's just the unfortunate timing of it. Why are you 2C? Was that 2C? Okay, no, that was heat. Okay, I was gonna say, what the fuck? Please add jump C to those. It worked out for you, but add those jump Cs. If it whiffs, look, this is the thing. I know, like, if you whiff the jump C, it whiffs and it sucks. But like, if you get the jump C, you're putting him to the ground and you're getting a tech setup because he's in the corner. So you really need to land those jump Cs when you're near the corner. It's really important. I know it's not... I don't think it's a huge deal just getting those random jump A confirms, but it can be for Kohaku because you get a lot from a random jump A confirm and if you carry them to the corner. Because you get OTG into 2v6C. It's massive for you. Or 2v6A, you know, or tech trap setup. It's good for you. Okay, jumpy counter hit. Alright. You do drop it, which sucks. Okay, you try to jump out. When's this jump out good? So you whiff 5B, and then you do block, and then you jump out. I guess, I mean, I don't know. I'm not going to say this jump out was bad or anything. It seemed a bit weird. Okay, good shield. You took the gas. Okay, going for Babby combo, that's fine. What's the mix-up? I think you should do this super jump mix-up more, by the way. Yeah, I don't think you do it too much. I mean, you know me more than I know you when you play. But I don't see you do 2-2B much. But that might just be because every time you play, you just don't do that mix-up for some reason. But I think the super jump mix-up of 2-2B is really strong. It's cheap as fuck. You do drop it, which sucks. Okay, 2A conversion, whatever. He just smashes out. Okay. Neutral. Okay, starting out with 2-2B is... I wouldn't do that. Never start around with 2-2B. Let's just get that out of the way. Just never start around with 2-2B. Again, so look. Okay, I'm ignoring that. But look here. You do dash up 2A and you do 2B. Your 2C would have hit him here, I think. Because what is he? He's just blocking. So, again, trying to replace these 2Bs with 2C. That's what I really want you to do. Oof. Sasakaska! Okay, messes up the OTG, but whatever. Okay, you just fucking called him out. Again! You're doing it again. I'm not trying. I'm sorry. I'm not trying to sound like a preschooler, like fucking trying to like snitch you to the teacher or some shit. But you know, again, he's doing it again, Miss Longbottom. He's doing it. But you know, you did this 2B here and it whiffed. Oh, it actually did hit, but you know, it could have whiffed if he backdashed again. Basically, I really want you to replace those 2Bs with 2C in neutral scenarios. I don't think it's too bad if you do it in the corner. But if you do it in neutral, it can be bad. I have no idea how that 5E did not hit you, by the way. 5A. Okay, you do drop it. It looked like there's a leg spike. Okay, good dash under. Oof. Okay, 5BBE. 5A. Again, you did the... Basically, if you're ever going to back air dash like this, you need a jump B. I don't know if there was like... Oh wait, wrong way. Because you don't do anything here. So you've got, you know, you've got added recovery to your landing here. I think. But yeah, this, like, I don't know. If you're ever going to air back dash, just press jump B. Oh shit. You messed up the 2v6B. That's okay. It seems a bit laggy. Okay, again, the 2B on the backdash. Cause that's the thing, like, 2A, 2C will catch backdashes like so easily. And W0ps is starting to backdash quite a bit, those 2Bs, so 2A, 2C is a must! Added to the list. Okay, what's the mix-up, Demarr? Okay, never mind. Oh, you sort of salvaged it. 5 BBE. I like the second 5B after that. Okay, what a lot of buttons being pressed. 5 CBE. Salsa Costco. Cato 222. Ooh, a good bunker, I guess. Ooh, that was a 2C, right? Yeah. It's unfortunate because it almost looked like it was gonna win, but 2C, big button to commit to. Try to change those 2Cs into 4B because I think 4B would have won there. I think that's a button because I haven't seen you done 4B quite often in neutral actually, and you've said that already, so I think you already understand that 4B is a button you need to kind of use a bit more. Okay, heat. Why are you pressing 2B here? What are these 2Bs? What? Oh no, my audio! Ah! Okay, wait. What are you 2Bing here? So you do that. You do 2B. Then you do it again. Are you just expecting an air dash or something? But these 2Bs were really silly. And I guess he killed. Oh, what the fuck? Ah, the multi! It didn't work. Oh! Oh! Yeah, okay, let's talk about that scenario. Why the fuck did it reduce my audio again? Right, so you're in the corner. You tech out. I think this tech out was bad. Did you have any air movements left? I want to see. So you jump. You air dashed. So you got double jump here. Double jump on its own is kind of bad. But you just kind of teched into this 2B. You even pressed the button here. I don't know what you were pressing. But this tech was... It was just a bit stupid. I don't know if you did double jump there. I wasn't really paying super attention. I did see air dash. But you just kind of jumped into him here, and what makes it worse is you press the button. So this was just a really bad tech, I think, in the air, really bad air tech, and they kind of fucking W0ps. You're so dummy. You don't confirm. Sorry, I'm not trying to flame you W0ps. You're cool, but you really need to fucking work on your conversions. Holy shit. Round 3. Okay, good jump B. Oof. That sucks. Okay, you did neutral jump. I like that jump forward there. It was pretty okay. There's a rollback. Okay, 2B counter hit. Pressure, 4BBE. Get the jump out. Good, you converted it. Didn't get the tack trap though, but you did catch him. I don't know what he's trying to do there. You're going to go for dummy confirm. I like that. Okay, nice. Cactus. Overhead. Okay. Sorry, be sleepy. Right. Okay, lots of jump Bs. Again, what was this? That 2B. I saw another 2B in neutral. Yeah, again. I don't think that 2B was that bad though, because he was like very close. I'm actually surprised it whiffed, because he did jump forward. So I'm not gonna, you know, that 2B was okay. Oof. Your 2A was out of range. So like in this case here, you know, with your 2A is whiffing, you do 2B here. But like imagine if you did like, instead of pressing 2A twice, here, so you know you're doing pressure, you do dash up, you do dash. Imagine if you did just 2A 4B. I think this would have hit him, and it would have killed him. But you know the thing is, when you're anticipating 2A to hit, you're obviously gonna press it several times. So I'm not gonna give you too much shit about this, but in neutral, I think it's quite important that if you do press 2A, you should be prepared sometimes to just immediately cancel that into another button. I don't think 2B was... I really do think you need to replace 2B as the button you want to cancel that into, basically. So he gets you... Alright. Okay, that was a time where the crazy air dash jump seat actually worked. So that is the scenario that we're looking for, I suppose, if he's doing 2-2. Okay. He's in max. Is he gonna... He's gonna arc drive you. That's gonna give you max, though. No one. This song is amazing, by the way. I love this song. The fucking... The chiptune one I was playing is so good! Alright. Focus, multi. Okay, you get him with a 2A. Nice, you did delay that as well. Mix up. Okay, cool. Alright. Rising jump A, start again. He shields. Wow. Okay, what did you try to do there? Did you try shield as well? I don't know what... I think? I don't know what you're trying to do there, but it didn't work. Sometimes I think you just need to, like, when something goes wrong for you, you just need to, you just need to sit down sometimes and just, like, because you're in the corner, you're against Warrock, but what's the Air scenario here? I know this this probably got you smad, but, like, this is, like, the best place for Warrock here. You didn't even tech. If you were gonna disrespect anyway, you should have disrespected on tech. I don't think teching against Warrock is good anyway, but it might have got you out the corner. But I feel like you should have just blocked here. Really. Okay, what's the Oki? You do respect it. That's good. Again, you know what I'm talking about, man? You see it? You see what I'm talking about here? You do it again. You're in the corner as well. This is the worst time to do a maneuver like this. You jump forward, you jump back, and then you air dash in the span of a second. You need to be more reserved with your air movements because you really are just Look at Kwaku. She's like a fucking banshee. Sorry. Anyway, you really need to be more reserved with your air movements because it's just this will blow you up so bad. And W0ps, I don't know why W0ps jumps into it. Like this is what you need to recognize W0ps. You need to watch when someone is doing crazy air moves like this. Stay on the ground and just fucking 2B them or 2C them. But in this case, Demarr, it's just like this movement was so bad. I'm not gonna fucking cherry pick. I'm not gonna fucking sugar top this. I'm not fucking mincing words here. This was terrible. This movement was absolutely hot garbage. And it's like your jump C, it's not even that good. You know it's not good, but you're using it like it is. Okay, look, your jump C isn't bad. Don't get me wrong. I wasn't trying to shitpost it, but like, we know jump C isn't as good as it looks. That's what I'm trying to say here. So, you know, but you're using it despite knowing it's not this great. This movement, it's like a movement as if you were fucking like Vermilion Akiha, man. With the crazy crossover jump C or the crazy air-to-air jump A, you know? It's just not, this isn't Kohaku movement. It's not, it's just too risky. Oh, this song though. Anyway. So yeah, it works out. That's what kind of annoys me is I see these movements and they're not good, but they're working out. They shouldn't. But those kind of movements are what I think you really need to be careful on doing, Demarr, because they're really, really ballsy and they're really, really dangerous. Okay, 2CBE. Oh, it's a decent 2B. Oh, I like those dash chase ups like that. Very good. Okay, nice. Okay, he reverses. You do see that. Try to 2C it, but I don't think you can 2C that. Even if you can't 2C that. So, next time, I think after you block that, I think you should just like neutral jump or something, and then cover dash under with jump C, or maybe jump out with jump B. But I mean, that's just I'm just theory crafting here. I don't actually know. I don't play against many Warrockies really. Okay, command dash failed. That's fine though. You got a 5-8 trade. You did fuck up the conversion, but you get another conversion anyway, so whatever. Whatever, man. Multis. Right. Woof. So that's what I'm talking about with these air dash movements. So like you've dashed, you've jumped, You're jumping, you air dash quite low. You can see your air dash has actually got like no momentum whatsoever. So you just get fucked with 2B here. So be careful with, if you're gonna air dash, like I say, I think you just instant air dash. If you're ever gonna do kind of air dash movements like that. Your forward air dash is, I mean, it's okay sometimes to move forward with it during pressure and sometimes in neutral, but usually in neutral, I don't like Kohaku instant air dash. I mean, not instant air dash forward, usually. I think, like, using it for jump B, if you can see the opponent is kind of, like, above you, it's okay. But in this case, he was still grounded. So this air dash, I feel like it was just, again, quite a dangerous air dash. When people are below you, usually forward air dash like this is quite risky, I feel. Maybe not against, like, every character. Maybe against, like, characters like fucking Razebife and shit. And, who else, maybe? Like, maybe even, like, Powered... no, not Powered Seal. Like, basically characters that don't have great buttons. Like, forward air dashes like this wouldn't be so bad. But against more rockable characters, like his 2B, you always need to be thinking about that 2B when you're doing air dashes like that. Yes, invalid, but who cares? Okay, that was a fucking wild as fuck 2CBE. I like it! I don't. Don't do that. Okay, you try to shield there. You made 2 guesses wrong. Just try to hunker down. Please. Okay, nice. Okay, you're doing it again! Stop doing it! Stop! Okay. Yeah, I think this was the moment that you're talking about where your 5A, his 5A stuffs your ERD jumping. Okay. So, in this case, you know he's jumping forward, right? So, you air dash backwards. Wait, no, it was 2B that stuffed it. Yeah, you can't... Okay. Against Warakia, you can't do that kind of movement when he's pressuring you, usually, because, again, 2B will just fuck your jump B. Your jump B is... To put it in perspective, your jump B is a tool that's really good against people above you. And is okay against people below you. So if it's just okay, and you're going up against a button that's amazing, like Warakia 2B, it's gonna lose if you're trying to use it to hit people approaching you with a dash. So, just be careful with that. I mean, I did say earlier, instant air dash jump B is good anywhere. It is, but in the corner sometimes, it can be very risky. I think, especially against Warakia. Characters that have good buttons that can catch you low on the ground, kind of like buttons that are good at catching you and jumping out. So characters like, you know, Kohaku 5B, Warakia 2B, F Vermilion Akiha 5A, Nania 5B, Tono 5B, stuff like that can kill your jump B in the same way that it kills jump outs because you're that low to the ground. So just be careful with when you do that instant air dash, instant back air dash, because that was you jumped and then you delayed the instant air back dash quite a bit. Essentially, you did it quite late, which gave W0ps time to dash up and 2B you. So either try to do it a bit earlier, which again I think is still kind of risky, or just don't press a button and just land rather than trying to instant air back dash in scenarios where you think he might dash up to you like that. So you're just pressuring. You do with the 5BBE, it sucks. And you get hit by 5CBE, which sucks. That's okay. Because Melty is fun to play. Yay! Fuck Melty. Okay. I hope you like the corner, bitch! Oh, you took out! You do not like the corner. Okay, you got him with a 4B stagger. Okay, OTG. Are you gonna get Cactus out in time? You're not, unfortunate. You do fuck up the Cactus, but you're a god! You're a god! You clashed the heat! You know it was coming! No, I know, it was a total fluke. Fuck it, dude. But take it. Alright. So you got a lot of red life here. Okay. 2 CPE, max heat, blood heat. 2-2B. Oh. Ooh. Castle. Oh! Wait a sec. What? Where did you win blood heat? Wait, what? You win blood heat? Where's the another arc drive? What the fuck? Okay. This game's stupid. You did it again. Look. Back air dash. Wait, no. Jump, double jump, air dash, jump C. Like, you're giving him all the time in the world to see you air dash and just dash out like that. Why not just, like, if you wanted to do this... Oh shit, no, the audio! I keep fucking killing it. Like, if you wanted to pressure him like that, like, why not just fucking instant air dash now? Like, here. Or like, oh, okay, that jump C would have killed you there. But, like, if you wanted to do this, you could have just, I don't know, you could have just instant air dashed. Instant air dash jump B, actually, I think, from the very start here would have worked. Like, okay, there, like, no, not here. When you, instead of jumping here, if you did instant air dash, jump B, it would have counter hit him right there with that jump C. But instead, you do this crazy fucking, look, I'm so high up, I'm super high, I can only jump C you now. And, you know, the worst thing is, if he just 2B'd in this dash here, like right here, you would have been in the corner, you would have died. You need to relax on those double jumps. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay, try to 2C there. I don't think you're dead. Okay. Oof. Yeah, backdashing, that's the scary thing about Warrocker, I think, that people don't really recognize. Is backdashing against him is kind of hard because fucking Jumpy can catch you if he instant air dash resets. Oof. Again! You do that every time, dude! Fucking mix it up! Okay. Okay, unfortunate drop. He keeps. Oh, again! What are you doing? Look. Why are you air dashing here? You were like you were right above him. Perfect range. Okay. Jump. He whiffs 2B. You could have just jump C'd him. But you instant air dash behind him. And now you're in the corner. And you whiff 2B as well. You land and you do 2A, 2B. Why? Stop doing that. It's stupid. You do, look, when you whiff something badly, you don't proceed to whiff another thing badly. It's really dangerous. I mean, I don't think like the 2A wasn't bad here. I don't think. And this was bad. The 2A, okay. But imagine if you pressed like something other than 2B. If you pressed 2C here, I think you actually would have catch him in the backdash. So, you got 5B. Bad 2C. That was a really bad 2C. Like, look at it again. Okay. So like, you know he's like he's way too high up here. But this could have been just slow reactions or just lag or something, I don't know. But he's very high up. This 2C would never have worked. Ever. So you know, 2C in response to pressure, it's like, it's okay. I think it's okay. But I think what you need to change 2C as your call out button in pressure to like 5B, 4B, or 2A. And then use 2C more in neutral rather than in pressure scenarios like this. Because this is when you're using 2C to call out pressure, that is a time where it's a huge commitment. Like 2C in general is a very big commitment kind of button. So whenever you're pressing 2C, you want this. You're not throwing this out because it's a big button and it looks cool. And it's got, you know, it's like, it's got a crazy hitbox. You're using 2C because you want it to hit. You don't want this button to miss, ever, usually. That's what you gotta think to yourself. You gotta think to yourself, will my 2C whiff here? If it crosses your fucking mind, you ought to never use it. Because most likely, it might whiff. And if that happens, this happens. And you die. And you're in the corner, so this is terrible for you. Okay, double 5 CBE, get hit by the 2-2, he confirms it, he force your 1-0 to get the hard knockdown, OTG, no. Good shield, I guess. That was good. Anyway, I throw him into the corner, I like that decision. There we go, 5cc. Yeah, Oh. Okay, the spark worked. Aw, it sucks. Home run is hard. Good 2 CBE. That time was actually pretty fucking good. Okay, nice. I think he's dead. Rest in peace, W0ps.
You never knew. Okay. Jump to the entry. Unfortunate. The thing is, though, when you're doing this frame trap pressure like this, like you do this 5A whiff here, at this point he can 2B you. I think. Like he could have 2B'd you there. So I think when you're playing against characters with long range buttons, you need to be a bit more careful with pressing buttons like 5BBE because they have the range to kind of contest it. 5BBE is a good button because it's a safe button that catches jump outs and is hard to contest unless people have long range buttons. That's what I feel about 5BBE in general. Is like if they don't have a good long range button to contest this button, it's godlike because I can just throw it out in pressure and not really worry about it. But I would worry about it with W0ps here. I'm not saying never to use it, just be a bit more cautious about using it. But he's playing very respectful right now. Ooh, whoa! Was that fucking forward jump C? Holy shit! That was like some raised life shit right there, dude. Oh, that's unfortunate. Yeah, you're doing a lot of these 5A whiffs. Try to just mix it up a bit, man. Like, do some feint whiffs from 5cc. Do some, instead of 5A, try doing like, you know, 5cc, 2A, 2A, 5cc, you know, stagger that shit. Make them worried. Like, stop giving him like telegraphed things where this is the part where I do a frame trap. Because every time you whiff this 5A, you're either resetting or you're going into a frame trap. Try to mix it up. Make it look ambiguous, you know? Shit, sometimes you could do some crazy wild shit if he's blocking like that and do fucking neutral, dash up, neutral jump, and immediately instant air back dash jump C or some shit like that. I was doing that actually. It's pretty fun. And it's scary. But if you start doing wild shit like that, that's like, oh shit, he's gonna do some wild shit, so I should mash. And then you should start doing some safe shit, and you just mix it up, and you try to. Okay, this was a really silly spark though, honestly. Not gonna lie, homie. Like he dashes towards you, which is why he gets hit here. But if he just stayed still again after that jump B, this spark would have whiffed. You've lost all your meter, and I mean it's not. I guess it's not that bad actually. I'm gonna lie because you got a huge life lead, so keeping the lead is actually pretty good. So I will respect the spark. Ooh, that 2B though. Holy shit. Ooh, you try to shield low. Shielding W0ps here is kind of risky because he's got multi-hit moves and shit like that, so be careful with the choice to shield. You just 5A him, you whiff your air grab. Oh, the dash chase. I mean, the dash chase is a commitment as well, but like I'm just trying to say, like if you don't want to commit that much, sometimes just doing 2A 2C it would do the exact same thing as a dash up chase. But the difference is if he didn't backdash there, and let's say he fucking pressed 2A during that, you would have got fucked. But if you did 2A 2C, it's just I feel like it's safer, you know. You lose more pressure obviously, but it doesn't really matter because if you're thinking he's gonna backdash and you get it, the reward is huge. But no, I won't fucking shit on you for that because like that was you read the backdash and you got a huge, you know, reward from it. I'm just saying that backdash chases like that are really good, but they're only good when they work. Right. Okay, I don't know, dude. You keep... Okay, look. You're starting this round, Mr. Demarson. You jump. Jump A. It's not even 1 second yet. You double jump. And you air dash! It's not even been 1 second! Okay, it's been a second now. What do you do? What do you do? Why you do? And why is he backdashing away from this? W0ps, you dummy dum-dum. Holy shit, you're going full commitment! Ah, he's dead! Oh, that was a reset. Oh, that sucks for W0ps. Oof. There we go. He heats your shit. That's fine though. Fine. Oof. Okay. Nice. can W0ps get out of this tricky situation? No, he's dead. Nope, never mind. Naka Naka. Alright. Okay. Little. Sasakaska. Okay, trade. Ah, sucks about the 2C. Oh, you're just getting pressed here, dude. What happened here? You get hit 2C whiffs, so you get hit by bead. You jump forward, you get hit by 5B again, and then what are you doing there? Were you playing jump B or jump C? I don't know, but basically, when you tech out like that, it's best to just kind of respect it. Like, if you're tech in the air like this, because look, his jump B's already out, so it's like, pressing a button here is just kind of silly. Just be wary when you air tech, basically, and press buttons after. Okay, this is kind of sad for you. You want to heat really bad. Okay, you just dashed. Like, what? You could have heated here. Plat would have covered you, but you just dashed all the way, and you don't even press a button. Press a goddamn button, Demarr. Press a goddamn button. Okay. Third round looks good for you, because you got like a shit ton of meter. So. Oh. We go for cactus? Okay, that was stupid. Whenever you have max heat like that, I know you probably know this already, but like, if you have max heat like that, just don't try to time the cactus as a meaty. Just get the cactus out, basically, because more often than not, it's going to be respected. So, as long as you get the cactus, you're not going to get as many hits, obviously, but as long as you get the cactus out before they wake up, it's like 9 times out of 10 is going to be a meaty. But you're now 100% meter down because you went for the meaty cactus rather than just throwing the cactus out. Okay, jump CBE mix up, fake jump C mix up. Blah blah. Oh, he dropped it. Oof. What was that? 2v6? Okay. You're doing the thing again, dude. You did it again here. Look, you double jump, and then you air dash. But this air dash, I suppose, avoided the jump B. I mean, the 2B. But again, like, if he just fucking... He had no reason to backdash here. He could have just fucking pressed 2B again, probably, and would have killed you. Probably. I'm not a War Hockey player. I don't fucking know. Oof. I respect that air dash. I mean, air dodge. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, 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 bam. Ow. Oh! Adai-san! Get him! Oh, sorry. I'm going to be analyzing Demarr. I can't really... I don't have much to say in that scenario there. That was a bit... Just some scrambling. Round. Again with the rising jump A and round start. Okay, good for simple finish. I like it. I don't think if you ever do that simple finish with the 5cc, I don't think there's a point for going for 6c, 6c, 2v6a, 2v6c. Because I feel like that when you do that, it's for max damage or when you're in maximum, and you're not in maximum and you're not getting a lot of damage out of it because you've done the 5cc twice. So I think you would have just went for a different kind of finisher here. Okay, go for low. Nice. I really think you want to go for air combos a bit more off these confirms. Because look, you got, what, how many hits here? You got 2 hits. You could have done a full B&B after this, I think. So, I know it's kind of scary because, like, plant adds a lot of gravity sometimes, but that's something you need to work on recognizing. You need to look at the counter and you know, when someone gets hit and think, how many hits has this plant landed on them? Because if someone obviously disrespects 2-2B from the very start and just gets fucking spun around like an idiot, then yeah, you're probably not even going to be able to do like jump CBE in that mix-up. So you do just do fucking 2C, 4BBE into plant. But in this case, he's only been hit like twice. You could have got full B&B off this. A lot more damage, a lot more meter. And you need meter right now. So this is just a bit of management of recognizing how well you can do your confirms. Because playing it safe is obviously better than taking a risk and fucking up the confirm. But you don't have to take a huge risk with this. You could have just done, you know, 2C, 5CC, 2for6B BE, jump C BE, 2C into plant. And that would have gotten you a lot more meter than just 2C into plant. Basically, is what I'm trying to say here. Obviously, the most, you know, if you went for the most optimal route here, it would have been fantastic for you. But you could drop that. But no, but you know, the thing is, you might not drop it either. I mean, you should practice and see if you can do it on plants like this. So, I don't know. I feel like it was just underwhelming to go straight into plant here. I think you should have comboed a bit to get some meter, because you're so meter starved at the moment. You got 45% meter. This is really bad for you. Okay. Ooh. Good 5B. Again, you know when I was talking about the choice of normals to use? 5B there. I don't know, dude. Just 2C didn't seem like that good of a button. I don't think I think you do 5B 2C in block strings quite often, so I think you have that kind of not autopilot, but you just have that kind of string connected in your brain. I think you need to disconnect that shit immediately. Install some new update. New update. Replace fucking 5B 2C with 5B 5C or something like that. Like new Windows update and Demarr fucking OS operating system Demarson. Okay, that joke was really bad. Just fucking ignore my autism and just let's watch the game. Oh! He's dead. Round 2. Again, you do that thing. Watch. You double jump. It's not been a fucking second, Demarr! You've double jumped and air dashed! Stop doing that! Woo! That was a really good neutral jump. If you had added jump C there, that would have been like, woo! Woo! Okay, there you go. He baited your shield. That was like the fucking Iwashi special right there. Oh, wow. Oof, you're dead. Okay. I do like these. I think you should do this more often, where you dash forward and you jump and you stay neutral, because I think this is a really strong position for you. This is where air dashing forward would be pretty fucking good, because he's just whiffed a button. And the thing is, if he didn't press a button here, you would have stayed neutral and you could have just done whatever movement you wanted to do, and it would have worked usually, except for like fucking double jump, instant air dash, jump C. But this is a really it's such a difficult thing to just no one's gonna know what you're gonna do here basically unless they've watched the set, and that's why it's so strong. Neutral jump is really good in this game because it just keeps your mobility options so flexible. And if the opponent tries to react to a neutral jump, you know, it's just asking to be punished. So I think you could have air dash jump C here and it would have been perfect. What better, you know, is if you know, you didn't feel like doing that, you could have just, you know, instant air back dash jump B and that would have been just as good, I think. So that was a really good movement, I think, from you. The neutral jump stuff, I think you should try doing that more often. It can get called out if you get too reliant on it. People will just start rising jump at you and shit, or try to just catch you as you're coming down and stuff like that. If you don't press buttons, if you keep yourself kind of too loose with the mobility. But I think you should try to do more, you know, just more calmer actions in neutral like that, and it'll make you seem a lot more composed and a bit more scarier to approach, because then you can react to their approach and press the appropriate button in the air or on the ground. I think your grounded neutral is a lot better than your aerial neutral so far, but it's just like your aerial neutral isn't good because your movement is just so wild sometimes. That's all I gotta really say about that kind of shit. Okay, that was a pretty decent dash out. He does fuck you. Okay, you mashed out. whatever. You whiff 6C. I think you do this thing where if something goes wrong, you have like a fucking counter on your head, dude. Like you like, okay, my mash out didn't go wrong. Ding! First counter. And then like, okay, but I have another counter left. It's just like I hit 6C whiff, so I'm gonna mash 2D on shield on wake up. It doesn't work. Ding! 2 counters are done. And then you respect after. I wanna see if this happens. Yeah, it's like, it literally, like, watch, it's like a fucking, every time you choose to disrespect, you disrespect twice, and then you stop, like, disrespecting. So, like, ding! First disrespect, ding! Second disrespect, okay, I'm out of disrespect counters, I better respect now. Unless, you know, the melty game is gonna punish me. Like, I don't know, dude. Sometimes it's best if you think, like, you want to disrespect somebody, there's better times to disrespect them than on the wake up after a fucking whiffed 6C. Whiffed 6C is not that big of a deal in this scenario, like at all, because I mean, I know you probably tried to shield it because you were like, huh, he's whiffed 6C, so the recovery is gonna mean he can only do 2A as a meaty here. That's completely false. Like his 6C recovery is pretty fucking good. And then after this spark, I'm not sure why you would try. I mean, okay, actually no, I see why you do disrespect after the spark. Because he whiffs 5B. It's unfortunate. I agree with this disrespect here. Because it's like, I mean, I can understand it. But the thing is, a lot of characters can whiff a button as you're on the ground and still have time to 2A meaty you. That's the reason why Nanya is so fucking bullshit. Because you can just, you disrespect, you spark and he covers the tech with 2C. You don't even tech and he can still 2A you. It's the same kind of premise with Warakia. He can whiff 5B. That's his like tech. Usually I think it's 5B or 2B that he punishes techs with. But they're both got good enough recovery. And if you don't tech on the wake up, you can't 2A them. So yeah. But this that shield was just way too out of line. Out of line, Demarr. Go to the naughty corner. Okay. There wasn't any wild air dashes, so I appreciate that movement. That was an unfortunate jump B. Actually, I think that jump B was kind of a bit, yeah. Look, yeah, like, let's see, let's go back in time. So you forward jump. Basically, you should have done jump C here, basically. Jump B is faster, I guess. I don't know if it is faster, actually. But jump C would have been better, much better here. It would have actually hit them, I think. So if you're going to do forward jump stuff like this, I would say jump C. Unless, I mean, the only other thing I can say that you did this jump B for is because you were anticipating him to jump out. And that's what jump B is great at doing, is catching people trying to jump out. But he didn't jump out here, so it's just unfortunate. Okay. 2C whiff, that's unfortunate, but I do like to try. Okay. Sucks. Again, you try to chase him with jump C. I don't know why. Like you drop your combo here, right? And you whiff the jump C. So why are you chasing Warakia with a fucking air dash jump C of all things? It's just way too risky. Just chill out. Just, you know, compose yourself a bit. Watch what he's gonna do. You have buttons that can contest him. I mean, it's down to the wire. You're probably like full of adrenaline and shit, but and you're probably pissed off that you dropped a combo as well. I mean, I'd be pissed off too. But it's just like chasing him down with jump C is just not what you want to do in that scenario. So you I don't know what killed you here. Let's check. You drop the combo. You try to chase him down with a crazy button. You jump. He hits you with jump B. You're walking back. You whiffed. Okay, you whiffed 2C. Okay. 2C's in neutral are commitments, like I said before, but I'll never really totally nail you for pressing it because it can work very well. So. Oh, decent 5B. Unfortunately, you have to go for the simple conversion. He hits just stagger pressure. That was a really risky jump C, but it worked out. Anyway, OTG relaunch. 2-2B, 4B mini. Nope. Just 2P6A. Oh! Okay, go for another relaunch. 2-2B again. Neutral jump mix up. Blam, 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 blam. Yep, he's dead. Pretty solid round. Kohaku is fair and balanced. Oof. OTG. Please try not to attack that in the corner. It's really risky. It's unfortunate. So I'd be smad. Yeah. Unfortunately, he dropped that too. Ooh, that was a really good shield from W0ps. It's very rare to watch W0ps shield. He never fucking shields. Oh my god, you just grabbed him really quick. Oh my god. That would have been a perfect time for Warcrate summon, by the way, W0ps. There we go. I feel like, I don't know, I think you should go for more 5cc. I mean, I don't think you've like, I think you just need to practice on your pressure a bit more with 5cc and 5A, I mean 2A whiffs. Because you seem to whiff a lot with 5A, which isn't bad, but you don't whiff a lot with 2A. And you don't do like 5cc feint. You don't feint cancel a lot of your block strings as you're pressuring them. You feint whiff when you are ending your pressure, but you don't feint whiff when you're actually doing some stagger pressures and stuff like that, which I think you should do a lot more. I really do think you need to like get some variety with what you're going to do in your block strings sometimes, because a lot of the time you're going for this pressure where you go for like 4B 5A and then you dash in and then you do 4B 5C 5A. You know, it's a lot of 5A on the moment that you're choosing to get the opponent to guess. Basically, am I gonna reset or am I gonna finish this with like a 2C or a 5BBE or something like that? You need to just vary it up a bit, because 2A is really fast. I think it's faster than 5A actually on recovery. So you can do 5cc 2A and it's even better than 5cc 5A. So try to like add some variety to your whiff cancels. And some of your pressure enders occasionally. But sometimes doing like 4B 5cc into like 2B and then like 2A whiff or something like that would be pretty fucking ambiguous. Or like 5cc 4B instead of just 4B 4B, try 5cc 4B 4B 5cc 2A then 2C and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Just like different kind of shit. Rather than relying on 5A a lot, I think you should try relying on different buttons a bit. Good dash chase up. Oof. Yeah. Trade. Do. Like. Oof. Yeah, you're gonna fuck for that. That was a very risky air dash. He just god crushed you. Ooh. Okay, unfortunate shield. Okay, jump 2C. How much do you have left? Okay. Sure do. Okay, you heat. Plant. Get life. Okay, that's okay, I suppose. It worked out. Ah! Ah, you fucked up. That was meant to, I'm pretty sure that was meant to be 4B, right? So I've been there. Woo! Gatto. Okay, you died. Could you try to jump out? I'm gonna make this the last game because I really need to go. So let's cut it with this game. All right. Round one. Fight. Okay, again, doing these fucking air dash movements into him. Kohaku doesn't need to do that. Why do you want to be close to him? Just fucking jump B from like far away. What the fuck? Like, I like the. Okay, I thought there was a roll back there, but no. Just stop getting close to him in the air, dude. You don't want to do that. He's got a better jump A than you, and his jump B is faster than you as well. Yours, but it's not as long. That's the thing. Okay. What's a close? Okay, that was a really risky shield. Okay. Oof. That chicken block was crazy dangerous. But it worked. I respect it. Ah! That sucks fucking monkey dick. Look at this. Like, look. He's right on top of you. Wait, was that fucking 2CBE? Or was that just rollbacks? Ah! It's only 3 frames, so I think the activity ran out. That sucks. There's just that 2C was good. It was just timed incorrectly, basically. That's the kind of 2C I think that can work occasionally. You know? Right. Ugh. Jumping towards Rocket as he's dashing towards you is kind of dangerous for that reason of 2B, basically, because it can catch forward jumps quite well. On jumps in general, so. Okay, you expected backdash there. It's just 5C'ing you. Okay, nice smash out. Unfortunate drop. I like it. Again, though, you know what? You see what I'm talking about? Where you're using 5A to whiff a lot. I know this is probably because you're starting your block strings with 2A, which is fine. It's not bad, but you can stagger the 2A to a point that, you know, it resets the block string and it doesn't look like you have, and then you have your 2A available to you again. Typically with 5cc or something like that. So I think you should really try to save your 5A. I mean, save your 2A for whiff cancels occasionally. Just try to mix it up a bit. That's all I'm trying to say. It's like, try to mix it up a bit. Okay. Blam, blam. Lost the mix-up, pops. Canada! Okay. We good. He's blocking. Whoa! Ah! 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 Oh! Come on, Demarr. Come on. He jumped, man. Come on. Oh! You did instant air dash, jump A, and then landed in 2A, didn't it? Oh, fuck. Oh! Demarr, were you smad? Were you smad? Were you fucking smad? I feel so bad, dude. Look. He's like, yeah, I've got this B&B. Come on, man. He's just standing there. Come on, man. Oh, I'm sorry, dude. That fucking sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna make that the last game that I review because I really need to go. So basically, Demarr, when I fucking looked at this, I think the biggest thing you need to work on, but you've known this for so long, is like you gotta stop doing those wild fucking air dashes, double jump air dashes in the span of a second, because it's getting you nowhere. It's just a big risk that doesn't take you anywhere. And even if you say, for example, because you're doing a lot of these instant air dash into jump C and they're in the air, what is that jump C gonna get you? It's just gonna put them to the ground and possibly attack punish, but tech punishing is quite difficult, like in mid screen with Kohaku, unless you guess correctly regardless. So you're just putting yourself in a spot where you know you're doing a really ballsy action that's not really getting you a huge reward. The best reward obviously is if you land that kind of jump C and they're grounded, because you obviously get the full B&B and stuff like that. But it's just such a risky maneuver. It doesn't really, I don't think it just works well with Kohaku. It's just not the kind of movement Kohaku wants to be doing. Her air dash isn't designed for that kind of movement. It's not fast enough. It's not, her buttons don't work with it too much. So, you know, forward air dashing like the many times I pointed out, it's just really risky. Double jumping as well like that is a bit risky too. So I want you to try to practice a bit more placid movement, a bit more, you know, more neutral jumping, more dash up neutral jumping, back air dash jump B. When you do instant air dash forward, do it quickly, do it fast, do it rapidly. Don't give them a chance to react to the fact that you're above them and they're below you, because a lot of times good players are just going to see that and they're going to be like, well, this is the easiest anti-air of my life, and they're just going to fucking sweep you, dash under you, or even worse, they're just going to fucking sit there, wait for you to come to them, wait for you to press a button, and then press 5D and fuck your ass sideways with a fucking counter. The second thing I want you to do is work on your pressure. I see a lot of 5A whiffs in your block string pressures, which, you know, are not bad, but something I think that can be improved on is the variance of your pressure, because if there's anything that's more important in Melty, it's block string pressure. It's where the things get the most interesting, I feel, in the game, because block string pressure is so fluid and so interesting that when you become static, it becomes, you know, habit. And when it becomes habit, habits can be read, and when habits are read, they can be punished, and when they get punished, it's bad for you because you're at an advantageous position, but you're being put into a disadvantageous position because of this habit. So you need to, I think you need to really work on trying to vary your pressure. And again, like we've had talks before about experimenting, but I don't think this is an experiment because I know it will work. Try using your feint whiffs a bit more in pressure, and try using your 2A whiffs a bit more in pressure, because I think the variance in that can be quite startling, especially with 2A, because 2A is quite a bit, I think it's like a frame faster than 5A, so it's really good. And 5cc, try some more 5cc, and you know, you don't have to necessarily do 5cc 2A. You know, you can do 5cc 4B 2B 2A, and then 2C on the whiff cancels if you think they're going to jump out, or you could reset it into a dash up 2A and then do the 2A 5cc 4B 5A whiff that you love to do a lot. But nah, I'm trying to shit on you, but it's like, you know, you just need to be a bit more variable with your pressure. Sometimes as well, you know, some things you don't do either are like during block string pressure, you don't do 2v6 ABE. I mean, it's not bad. Like, if it gets blocked, it sucks because you lose your pressure and you know, it's disadvantageous. You have to block after it. But imagine it, like, you know, you land it and you can get an OTG, you can get a cactus. It's a really good overhead. I think you should use it a bit more. It depends on the player, obviously. Some people are going to block 2v6A a lot more often than others, but I feel like it's one of those overheads because you can feint cancel it anyway. Like, it can be used as its own mix-up in block string pressure. I'm trying to practice that as well. I was doing like 2v6A on block string pressure, and then I was doing like, because you can dictate how long you want the feint to look. You can like do it. You can hold it, and it's like and the feint is really slow, so it really looks like you're gonna overhead. And then I do like 2C, and it actually works sometimes. It's pretty fucking. It's pretty whack. And it's pretty fun, but it's that kind of crazy shit that you need to do to keep people on their toes during pressure. You don't want people to fall into like a lull where they know what you're gonna do during the pressure, and they're just gonna try to jump out in specific scenarios because they recognize that you're gonna be doing a 5A whiff into a redash or something, or blah 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 blah. The third thing I want you to work on is replacing 2A 2B with 2A 2C, and try to, you know, do 5A 5B a lot more in neutral, because it's not that bad. It's okay. You can even do 5A 2C. That works similarly, but it's, you know, obviously the buttons are more designed for each other. Because I mean, 2B, I know you've recognized this already, so I'm not gonna go on to this point too much, but 2A 2B is just risky, and if it whiffs, it's about as big as a whiff as you do 2A 2C, but I think 2C is a lot less likely to whiff on the ground because it's got such a good hitbox and shit like that. And I suppose like the last thing, I guess, is, well, no, I can't really think of anything else, because everything else you know already, I think. For example, like, you know, maybe more command, because that comes into the play that I said with second, is varying your pressure a bit more. Command grab, you know, stuff like that. I would like to see more 4B 2C mix-ups from you as well. I don't think you did it once in this set. Just do it. Like, it's a really strong mix-up. It's a fucking left-right. It's a 50-50. I know Warakia Heat is really big, but you can bait Heat with that mix-up as well, you know? Like, you just neutral jump after you've jumped forward, and you're fine. Like, but I don't know. It's just like, to keep people on their toes versus Kawaku, you need to constantly mix things up, because you have so many fucking different pressure tools. But I feel like you're going for the safe things, which, like I said, it's not bad, because safe things can win you a lot of games. But eventually safe things are going to wear out, and you need to freshen it up with some fresh memes out of the oven, you know, freshly baked memes, like fucking what we were talking about with Sanos, like fucking mid-screen 236C into instant air dash, jump A, jump C, whiff for a left right. Come on, dude, it's like it's the freshest meme on the block. Just go for it. But you know, it's just like, just try some different shit, and you know, see what works. And sometimes safe shit will win you a game, sometimes it will lose you a game. But as long as you keep the bag just like mixed around, you're going to be playing quite well regardless. Blah, 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 blah. I can't really think of anything else like on the top of my head. If you have any questions and shit, just feel free to ask me and I'll answer them the best of my ability. I'm sorry I didn't watch the set all the way, but yeah, I gotta do shit. Literally. So yeah, anyway, thanks for watching, guys, and I hope this is helpful and shit. Oh shit. I didn't mean to do that!